What's happening, guys? We're going to react to this. Hey, man, if you have not subscribed to the Torch Spotlight, I highly recommend that you subscribe to that channel. I personally would love to see it hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know who it is. I have no idea who it is. All I know is they provide epic clips. Usually I would say I'll put it in my description. For this video, it'll be in the pinned comment section. So please, give it a visit, give it a subscribe, and tell them White Boy sent you. Anyway, we have the Torch Spotlight found a little fight between Mr. and Mrs. Cher, if you will. Now, this is very interesting. What you're going to see here momentarily is Mr. and Mrs. Cher. I've looked at this, and I'll take a wing at this. It looks like Cher got off her job. I'm very surprised she's still employed, okay? Very surprised. It looks like she's Ubering back to Mark. And it looks like Mark is doing some type of live on Sebastian Rogers. But the whole part of this video, the whole part that I'm reacting on the Torch Spotlights video is the information here and the argument here. It's not so much the argument for me. I mean, I love a good live domestic situation. Don't get me wrong. But it is what the argument's about. I'm going to leave it alone, come back at the end. Pay attention to what they are arguing about. It'll blow your mind. When did Cher, voices behind my balls, and the grifting Mark start caring about any sort of truth? Let's have a listen, shall we? Let's have a listen.
And I don't know if it's true or when this happened or what, but I remember someone saying about Chris standing over the kids.
No, don't repeat that.
Why not? It's just something I heard.
I know, but yes, the person who told you. Never mind.
It was on a live stream.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I've actually talked about it on my channel before. But anyway, yeah, Chris was apparently standing over one of the children's beds or something, and he had a really weird look on his face. I don't know, do you guys hear any about that? I'm trying to figure out where the hell I heard that. I've talked about it before, and TC said you've heard it, yeah.
I wish you would stop, please. I just texted you. Stop talking about that. That was never done on a live stream. It was privately backstage.
I've said it on a live stream already.
Well, there's been never any proof of that, just so you're aware. Never.
I didn't say there was. Relax.
I mean, where do you even start? Like, I know in the past, Cher has grifted for teeth and stuff, but it's time for Mark to grift for testicles, if you will. I mean, holy crap. This is comical at best. Okay, I'm unsure if they're talking about the Chris Watts case because he's got them in the background or whatever, or if this is like Chris Proudfoot. It doesn't matter what they're talking about, because when did these people start caring about proof and evidence and facts and truth? You have literally called the TBI on so many bogus conspiracy theories in all your grifts that you've been doing. You make up all types of shit with the Wells family, all types of shenanigans. So when does truth come into the play? And then it's comical to watch, like, she is big mad about this, big mad that Mark will not. It's settle down, Beavis. Shut your mouth right now, Mark. And then she offs the camera to text, and then says you can't even make this shit up. It's comical at this, but the pettiness, we'll continue with the pettiness of the video because I am super petty. But it's very important to focus on when did these two grifters start focusing and caring about truth. They don't, and they never will. What this is, in reality, is Cher getting out of work, okay? She's jumping on Mark's live, all excited, getting all mad. You know, he's saying something. She's probably either fell out with this creator, or she doesn't like this person anymore, or maybe it's like a blunt. She wouldn't care if it's normal gossip, but maybe this is like some gossip that everybody in the community is like debunked the shenanigans. So she doesn't want to say it on her live because maybe he hasn't kept up with it. But she doesn't care about truth. I mean, shit she says about the Wells family, and for that matter, up into the Sebastian Rogers family. Now, what Cher's very interesting. Cher has fell out with a lot of people that a lot of us know, but she's found some new friends in the YouTube true crime community. It's very interesting to see how long these friendships are going to last. She's been writing these big poems on our community wall about how people don't like her and how sorry she is. It's all a grift. It's all ridiculous. But we have to continue with the video. So again, big shout out to Torch Spotlight. Let's continue reacting to it.
If we could only speak on things that we have absolute proof of, we'd have a pretty boring stream.
Moving along. We were asked not to say anything.
I've mentioned it before. Would you let it go?
Sure. Let's let it go.
For fuck's sakes.
All right, so the argument is a little funny, whatever, if you're that petty. But in an unpetty and serious note, they said the whole video that I made here. If we only could speak about facts, the stream would be boring. And I'm so glad that they admitted that. I am so glad that they admitted that. It had to come out in a little bit of a tiffer, a little bit of a fight, if you will. But I'm just happy that Cher and Mr. Cher admit that their content is conspiracy theories. I highly, highly appreciate the honesty for once. I highly appreciate the honesty. I just don't understand why they've called TBI off these conspiracies or these untruths or these non-facts or this mis or disinformation. I mean, they're clearly saying if all we have to report to you is the facts, then the stream will be pretty boring. So that means we'll lie a little bit, we'll tell some conspiracies a little bit, and we'll talk about this missing child and alter the facts a bit to entertain you. Think we're about done here, people. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at WhiteBoyRadio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.